Hello, this is Bryce Morrison, game designer and editor of thegameprodigy.com. Today we're here to talk about making effective and fun puzzles in your games. Puzzles in games are great. They're a fantastic way to get players thinking, where they need to pause for a moment and flex their mind. You can build an entire game out of puzzles for more intellectual players looking for a challenge, or you can use puzzles as a break in your action title to give players a rest. Some developers also enjoy weaving together puzzles with their action challenges, creating new genres and great new experiences. But for a puzzle to be fun, it needs to be properly constructed. So that begs the question, how is a puzzle built? We're going to cover this in its simplest form, but the rule still holds true for other designs. As many readers of the Game Prodigy already know from other articles, a puzzle can be defined as a circumstance where the player sees a problem and doesn't yet know the solution. If the player flies through the solution without understanding or noticing it, then it's not a puzzle, it's just some brief interaction in the game. Or if the player immediately figures out the solution and executes it just as quickly, then it's not a puzzle either, or at least not a good one. In this simple example, the player character, the jelly, wants to get inside the door. However, the door is locked tight and needs a key to open. If a game designer just placed the key and the door right next to each other, then the player might not even really understand what's going on. The puzzle doesn't stop them and require them to think, so this fails as a good puzzle. They just blow right through it. The designer may as well have not spent the time to make the key in the first place. Good puzzles present themselves to the player and require the player to stop, understand them, think about them, and then come up with a solution. If the player is never aware of the problem, then the puzzle isn't very compelling, and the player is robbed of the experience of figuring out something interesting. So back to our previous example with the jelly and the door. To be made into a simple puzzle, the door, which is the problem to be solved, needs to present itself to the player. The player should understand that they need to get in the door, but it can't be opened at the moment. At this point, the player starts to think, this is a problem. How do I open this door? That's when the design has fulfilled its purpose, by getting the player thinking about what they need to do. Then the designer presents the player with the solution. So when you're working on puzzles in your own games, remember, present the problem to the player first, make them stop and ask the question, how do I solve this? And then allow them to seek out the answer. For more articles, videos, and discussion on useful and practical game design, come visit us at thegameprodigy.com. Thanks for watching.